Hello, everybody. Welcome to the April Energy Update. Today, I'm going to be channeling some messages, some guidance, some themes around the month of April. Before we get into it, this really potent month that we have right now, it feels very potent. But before I get into it, I want to share that the group channeling and activation event for the month is going to be on April 7th at 10 a.m. PST. As always, it will be recorded if you can't make it live. This one's going to be all about activating, unlocking your power and magnetism. So I'm really excited for this. The link to sign up will be in the show notes. Now let's get into it because this month is just bursting with energy. It's bursting with potential, with creativity. It's bursting with new life. I feel like there's so much that is expanding right now. I feel really strongly that there's these guides, the Lyrans are here right now, and they're really activating this boldness and this assertiveness because it's time to ride a new frequency stream. There is a new energy, a new frequency stream that is here. And it's like an open energy. I feel very open. This energy feels very much like all systems are a go. There's a new frequency stream. There's a new energy. It's time to ride that wave of energy. Don't try to cling on. Don't try to hold on. This energy is very open and it's time to move forward. There is a push. There's a little bit of a nudge behind you. You're being nudged forward on this path. But it's really your power, your magnetism, your potency. You're moving forward from this new upgraded energy, from this new upgraded sense of magnetism, power and worth, and this fullness that you came here for. I really feel like there's a new potential. There's a bigger potential that you're stepping into right now. And it's really a boldness. There's a confidence. There's a new sense of confidence, a new sense of power rising up within you. And you're moving forward from a greater solid foundation. There's a greater foundation and groundedness to what you're doing. Maybe before things have felt very unshaky or all over the place. There's been a lot of fog, but I feel like this month carries this energy of moving forward from a solid foundation, from a solid place. This is really your potency, your magnetism. Sometimes when you try to do things before it is fully ready, before the fruit is fully ripe, it's like trying to push forward when it's just not fully time yet. And I feel like now things are coming back around again, or you're being asked to move forward, or things that you didn't think were going to pan out, or maybe didn't work out in the past, or you felt like you had to let it go. I feel like things are coming back in a greater magnetism and the greater potency. And I feel like there's an accelerated pace and pathway that is coming forward. It does feel like there's such a big open energy to this month. It feels like you're riding that new stream of energy. It's going to be harder for you to try to cling on. It's going to be harder for you to be in the old than it is for you to just let go and ride this new energy. It's time to move things along. I'm really getting this feeling like you are so supported in blazing this new path that you're meant to blaze. You're meant to step into leadership. You're meant to lead this new way forward. You go first and the universe will organize itself to meet you. But I feel like you're trying to wait for a sign, or you're trying to wait for permission from someone else, or whatever it may be. You have to give yourself that validation yourself, because you are meant to blaze this new path. And there is this handing over of a torch. I feel like there's this crossing a threshold from the old versus the new, and you are meant to blaze this new path. And you have to move forward. You can't wait for a sign or approval or someone to validate you. You're just having to move forward in what you're being called to do, because I think that you've been sitting on things for a while, and this is not a time to sit with it. I feel like it's time to move. The energy has shifted quite a bit, and I feel like things are coming around with a greater sense of potency because it's time. There's so much bursting, an expanded energy and essence. Your energy is quite magnetic. You're attracting things to you. You don't have to push so hard. It's more of like an openness and allowing and attracting it into your life. But when you try to move against the current of how things want to flow, it's going to create more resistance. So if you can just surrender your resistance and let yourself ride this new stream of energy. It's interesting because we're in the month of April and it feels like a solid foundation. Like things might have felt really unshaky for some time, but there's this new energy of confidence and power and magnetism that is emerging within you. And I feel like it's time for you to claim your space. It's time for you to go all the way in on what you're here to do. No more half in energy. It's time to go all the way in and let yourself be all the way in this new energy, because there's a tipping point where it's harder to remain in an old energy and an old way of being than it is to just surrender to the new. And I really feel like there's this sense of boldness that is coming within you. There's this new energy and power that is rising within you, especially if like the past few months, there's been a lot of fog. Maybe people have been trying to energetically rock you off your path somehow or make you feel powerless or whatever it may be. I really feel like there's this calling in all your energy and this blazing this new way forward and claiming your space, claiming this new energy, claiming your desires, because all of the energy now, I feel like this great open energy is here. There's nothing really blocking you or stopping you or getting in your way anymore. You are here to blaze this new way. And if you can just remember when you feel uncomfortable or, things don't always feel known, but if you can feel and remember this energy within you and that you have so much divine support behind you that are like really encouraging you to move forward. So I feel like now's the time, like there's a clear open energy, there's new pathways, and it's time to energize this new timeline, energize the timeline of what you want to see happen. I feel like some of you, maybe you're negotiating something, maybe you're trying to work out a deal of some kind. This is super random, but also some of you are like negotiating new contracts, new soul contracts. I feel like this is going to there's something to do with it working out better. And I feel like, I don't know, this is super random, but I feel like something's going to click, something's going to work its way out. And I feel like it's actually you needing to ask for more, you needing to step in and recognize who you really are and claim your space, claim your energy, claim what you want. Because no longer settling. There's no more like settling. I think you've been through enough of an initiation in things that you've been dealing with or whatever you've been moving through. And now it's time to really step into this bold energy and boldly ask for what you want and claim your desires, claim your space. No one can take what is yours. No one can rock you off your path. It's time for you to really own who you are, remember who you are, and step into that sense of power and magnetism that is unlocking and available for you. I feel like there's something that you're doing that it's like this energy and this talent and this bursting energy, this magnetism is really opening up and expanding in your field. And people are so attracted to that energy. It's really coming from an act of self-love and recognizing yourself. And that is where the true power comes from. Maybe there's been a lot of delays or things have felt foggy. A lot of that is clearing up and opening, but the fog that has been there is really lifting. There's a lot of clarity and a lot of confidence and direction that is coming from you claiming your space, you claiming what you want, you blazing this path forward. Because I do feel like by the end of April, I think you're going to feel very different. You're going to feel like you're in a new place, a new level of confidence that is going to come from within yourself. Because I feel like you've been chipping away at a path and, maybe it's different. Maybe it's felt shaky. I mean, the past few months have been kind of, there's been a lot clearing and purging and initiating. But when all of that clears out, there's this new level of clarity that comes, and there's this new level of confidence that I think is locking into place for you. And that is where this energy is locking into place, this rebirth, this new sense of self that is emerging, like a great sense of emergence of you blazing this new path, you stepping into this greater level of leadership, and you're meant to go first and let the universe catch up. I feel like there's a lot of people waiting for you to step in and create this thing, decide for that this is what you want to do and go all in on it. Don't hesitate. Like, we're removing this energy of hesitation, this energy of waiting, hesitating, waiting to feel fully ready. You are ready, and you've been sitting on something for a long time that has the potential to really be something very big and powerful. So I do feel like it's not a time to sit on your potential anymore. It's not time to wait around anymore. I really feel like the universe is really encouraging you to move things along, but that's coming from you anchoring in, you claiming the space, and not the other way around. Because I do feel like there's been a lot of tests to your power, a lot of tests to your worth. And now when that happens, there can feel this sense of frustration, right? There can feel this sense of like, not letting people or things or, some energies try to rock you off your path. You're not as easily rocked off your path anymore. And now there's like this new power that is emerging within you. And that is this fullness, that is this greater potential and this worth, because true power doesn't come from outside sources. It is actually a very internal state. It's this internal energy and essence that comes from you. It's not over anything or under anything, but it's really, I just feel like something's waiting for you to claim it. And it's waiting for you to finally go all in and feel worthy of it, because you are ready. You've been training for lifetimes for this, for what you want to do. But I do feel like you need to really anchor in and claim this. But you're moving forward from a more solid foundation, from a more solid energy and essence that is really merging with your physical body. So I feel like there's like this grounded action. There's this grounded boldness and confidence that's arising, and really sitting in that energy, that power, and letting that field power up, because it really does feel like your energy is turning all the way on. There's so much bursting with potential and excitement. I really feel like you're going to find that sense of excitement again. Maybe it's felt really foggy or not that exciting. And I don't know. It's just there's this new sense of excitement and new pathways emerging, and really recognizing how you can energize the outcome that you want to see. You can energize your new timelines that are emerging, and it's really coming from this new place that you're stepping into. I really feel like you're going to feel like you're in a new energy, and I feel it's your time to go for it. It's your time to go all in. No more hesitation. Don't sit on this potential anymore. You're so more than ready. It's just you have to act on it. Going all in, really seeing where this path is going to take you, letting yourself blaze a new path, letting yourself expand and do things that are different, because that's what's really creating this magnetism. Like, I think people you have to recognize that power and that magnetism within yourself, because your energy field is like attracting new things. It's very attractive. I feel like God, source, your guides are really putting you in the spotlight. You can't hide anymore from this power, this upgraded energy and essence of yourself. You can't hide from it. People are recognizing it, and you're going to see that you can't go back into the cave anymore. This is a time of emergence, because you're needed. Your energy is needed, and people are noticing that. Like, you may try to hide all you want, but you can't cover up your light anymore because it's too bright. It's too big, and people are noticing that. But the thing is that, wow, and there's a massive eagle that is flying over me right now. Wow, that is so magical. Maybe some of you need to hear that, but there is this eagle, and I feel like some of you need to hear that it's time to rise above the noise, that you are moving beyond the noise. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of noise around you, maybe people doing similar things to you, but now is the time to hone in on this energy and essence and rise above the noise, move beyond the issue or the problem or the noise, because you are stepping into a level, a league of your own, if you will. So I feel like you have climbed to the top of the mountain and you're anchoring into this new energy and you're blazing this new way and you're meant to lead the way. So you go first. You don't wait for approval. You don't wait for the universe. Like if you need an approval, this is your approval. Now's the time you are ready. All the energies are open. I just feel like there's this openness. It's time to move forward and ride this new frequency stream, because the more that you try to hold on or linger, it's actually going to create more resistance. It's going to be more difficult for you to hold on to the new than it is for you to just step into this new frequency stream that is there for you. You know, maybe you've been caught up in that turbulence as we've been moving into this higher stream of energy, but this new stream is here. And maybe you feel it, maybe you don't, but there is this new energy that is here to carry you forward. And this fog is lifting. I feel like you can clearly see the path in front of you. You know what to do. It is this recognizing how much you have changed and you have outgrown a lot of the situations. So I feel like a peaceful resolution around that, the things that you've outgrown. There's this peaceful energy of moving onward. You've mastered certain things that you needed to master, and now it's time for you to step into the spotlight, share what you've learned, emerge. There's no more going back into a cave. You know, noticing things and taking it in as data. So I feel like if you feel like you're out in the world and you feel like an energy, you know, or you feel something, rather than being hooked in and letting that energy take over, just noticing it as data and curiosity. So say you're around, a friend or whatever, and you notice that after you feel quite drained, just going, oh, this is interesting. You know, I felt this way beforehand and now this is the way I feel after, because it's showing you something. There's something that you've clearly outgrown, and old things that you were doing, you've outgrown, and there's this new energy that's coming in right now. But it's just asking you to notice what affects your energy, what affects your frequency, and start to release all the weeds that you don't need anymore, you know, the things that you've outgrown, because there's so much arising right now. It's like your true potential is unlocking and activating. And I really feel like things are moving on at an accelerated pace, but it's because you're ready. And there's all these seeds that you've planted are really starting to bloom and blossom, and they're starting to grow and expand. So I really feel like this is a time of rapid growth and evolution, but you are ready for it. There's this new energy that is unlocking. A lot of you might be pulled to different places and energies, and a lot of new places, a lot of spontaneous travel, I feel like, is coming in. Noticing those places that keep coming into your reality. So if you are out and you hear about this place that you feel like you need to go to, or you keep seeing a sign of it, or you're open up and then it appears in your reality, the universe is trying to take you on a place, take you on an adventure. It's trying to, I feel like there's new places that you're meant to be. And I think there's spontaneous travel that is coming forward. So paying attention to things that are starting to come into your field. So if you just like these synchronicities that are, there's a reason why you're being called to certain places, just paying attention to that, because I feel like there might be some spontaneous travel that is actually going to open up new doors and new energies that are unlocking, that are ready for you to kind of like step outside of your environment to unlock something so new and bursting and ripe with potential. So I'm just going to close off this message by channeling the angels and the Lyrans. The Lyrans specifically are coming forward. There are these beautiful star beings, star ancestors. They're very connected to the Pleiadians. So if you have a Pleiadian connection, there's a high chance that you are also connected to the Lyrans. There is a boldness that is needed from you. a new energy within yourself that is rising up, this bursting of light of potential. We are coming forward as a collective to help you open up to this greater potential and expanded essence that is within you. Your power, your light, your magnetism is turning all the way on, and you're going to recognize the fullness of the potential and the potency that you carry. There are significant light activations that are here to help expand and open up your field of potential. Now is the time to boldly move forward. Boldly move forward because the path has been cleared before you and you are ready. You have the power of your ancestors behind you, showing you the way, asking you to cross the threshold into the new, because you are rebirthing aspects of yourself and opening up and unlocking this greater potential that has existed within you. There is a great remembrance that is rising to the surface that you have done this before. This is not a time to retreat or go back into the cave, because your energy, your power, and your light is needed in its fullness, in its full capacity. And you've been sitting on this potential for far too long. But now your magnetism, your light is being activated. And with this comes a greater potency and energy of what you're here to do. So it is time to step forward, step up, rise up into this full energy and potential of what you came here for. You can feel this greater sense of power rising up within you. You can feel this boldness that is beginning to find its way and return to you as you move forward from a greater sense of self and foundation. What you've been creating has the potential to rise and take on a greater potential of its own. So whenever you feel not ready, whenever you feel unshaky, I want you to remember and plant yourself here and claim your space, claim your desires, because there is no mistaking of what you are desiring is also desiring you. These information and the downloads and the ideas that you have of a greater potential, of a greater ability within you is not random. These ideas are not random. They are downloads. So open up to these downloads that are here for you. Because these ideas are not random. They're yours. No one can take what is yours. And it's time for you to rise up and recognize that all these seeds that you have planted are beginning to rise up. They're beginning to expand and take on new forms, just as your path is beginning to open and expand and take on new forms. You can't hide from this light any longer because your light is too bright. Your energy is magnetic. People are beginning to notice. This veil of being hidden is being removed, and you are opening up to a faster, accelerated timeline. But you are ready for this new timeline. So hop on it. Let this new frequency stream carry you to places far greater than you could go on your own. There's so much energy that is supporting you in moving forward, expanding and reaching your fullest heights and potential. So you go first and leap and rise up. This is a time of boldness. It's a time of being in your expanded essence and claiming your desires, recognizing your power to claim your desires. The abundance, the ideas that are coming in, these opportunities that are coming in are for you. No longer can you hand this over to anyone else because it is your time. It is your time in the sun. It's your time to bask in this golden glow of energy, this essence that is emerging within you. This is your soul's essence. Your light, your greater potential and mission is unlocking. So get ready for this accelerated pace. New doors of opportunity are opening up, and it's asking for you to move forward, believing in yourself and your greater potential. What you thought was not possible is possible. So take a deep breath. Sit with this energy of your heart. Feel that energy in your heart begin to expand. This lion heart, this bravery, this courage. You are ready. There's this unstoppable energy and force that is rising within you. And that is this bold energy. This is this new sense of self, this new sense of belief. And with that sense of belief is what unlocks and opens up this magnetism. It's time to recognize who you truly are. It's time to recognize the light and the gifts that you have and the power that you hold. That is what's going to unlock this new magnetism and this greater potential, because you're ready and this world needs your light. And so I feel like there's an upgraded sense of power. There's an upgraded sense of magnetism. There's an upgraded sense of your worth after going through maybe a period where you felt unworthy, or you've been moving through, all of these times where maybe you've placed your power in external sources. If you're one of those that you place too much emphasis on the external for validation or for proof, there's likely that over the past few months, you've had some kind of awakening around this, because you are meant to recognize that power within you. No longer can you place your power or your sense of purpose or this validation in a source outside of yourself, because there's likely that you've been on this path and this initiation of needing to be that leader of the new way. And with that comes, you having to claim your space, you having to claim your desires, not allowing other people to rock you off your path as easily, because you have to claim that for yourself. So if you have felt like you have placed so much emphasis on external validation or approval, there's likely that you've had some kind of initiation in this. And it's not because you needed to be moved off your path in some way. It's because the universe and these guides that are here, they see your power, they see your potential, and they need you to rise up to the occasion and need to recognize and claim that for yourself, because you are so much more powerful. And that's why there's been probably all these tests to your power, your worth. Maybe you've put in so much emphasis on the external for validation or pedestaling other people for proof, when really you are meant to give that validation to yourself. That is the most powerful place you can be in. And that is really where you are meant to be, because the universe believes in your power and potential, but it's needing you to rise up into this power. And that's where I feel like the energy of April is carrying this energy of awakening this power, of stepping into the fullness, the full potential, the not picking the fruit before it's reached its ripeness, right? And that's where we're stepping into this bursting energy, this bursting potential of who you really are. And you've been working a lot behind the scenes, and a lot has been happening behind the surface for you to really step into the fullness of what you came here for and blaze this new path that is in front of you, because you are meant to validate your own self. You're so much more powerful, but you've been placing so much of your power in other people and other, in external circumstances, when really the universe is asking you to rise up and recognize yourself. Because there's this new solid foundation and boldness that is coming, this unleashing of this new sense of self, this unstoppable force and energy that you are moving forward in. And you can't hide anymore. You can't put these veils over yourself anymore. Your light is too powerful. So I feel like this fog is lifting. You are here to claim your space. No more half in, half out. It's time to fully go all the way in on this path, because your power, your energy, your light, your magnetism is turning on, and you can't hide anymore. So I hope that you have an incredible month and that you enjoyed this energy update. I will speak to you guys in the next one. If you could comment, share with a friend,